Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So for this week, I'm planning out the week of December 31st through January 6th. We're already starting this off great. And I'm using the 2019 kit from Scribble Co. So you guys obviously know this. I am behind on my plan with me. I think the last plan with me that I uploaded was one, like maybe a Christmas kit. It might have been the Thankful spread. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was a Christmas kit. Actually, I honestly don't remember. But I was gonna try to catch up on all those spreads, and then I was like, well, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get all these filmed and uploaded and try to catch up on these spreads. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to catch up on my January spreads that I'm behind on, and I'm gonna try to film and upload those. So we will see. I'm taking it slow, taking it one video at a time, because I feel like I go in little spurts of like liking to do videos and then not. So it just kind of depends. But I'm using some extra overlays from like Rose Colored Days and Scribble with this kit, and then I'm using this black washi with gold bows from Simply Gilded. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put down all of the washi and full boxes and overlays. It took me a decent amount of time. It actually took me a really long time to film this video, if I'm being honest. It was like an hour and 30 minutes or something like that. It took me forever to film this whole entire video. So yeah, but anyway, we are going to be trying to catch up on all my spreads because you guys know I'm behind on them and I've been kind of a little MIA and stuff. And I don't know. I've started this year off pretty good so far. And my whole entire plan for 2019 is to just kind of make it a year of me. So focusing on myself more and doing more stuff for me, saying yes to stuff, essentially venturing out more, doing more, being more active and stuff like that. So that is my whole entire plan for 2019, is to just kind of focus on me. I'm kind of making it like the year of you, I guess you can say, because all I want at the moment is to just kind of get back into my routine of things and to get back to how I was before last year. Last year was pretty brutal on me, so I'm working on it. I've already had one, unfortunately, incident happen for this year, which didn't help me at all. It set me back pretty hardcore, that's not the word I was looking for, but it set me back pretty far. Unfortunately, I was doing really good, and then that whole thing set me back. So it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, don't let everything get you down. You got this. You can do this. So that is what I'm working on, is working on essentially my self-confidence and working on making myself a better me, if that makes any sense. So that is what we're doing for this year. That is my whole like resolutions. I'm sure like people probably talk about their resolutions, stuff like that. I actually don't make very many resolutions, surprisingly enough. I only ever really make like one or two. I usually don't make them because I kind of tend to like break them. I don't really keep up with them, honestly. So when I do actually manage to keep one, it's pretty surprising. But yeah, like I said, it's mainly just not really resolutions. It's just focusing on myself. That is my whole entire goal for 2019, is to just focus on myself and do anything that's best for me, whether it is like just going out of my comfort zone, doing stuff in general, like saying yes to more things, or if it has something to do with like cutting people out of my life, which is also a big thing, or cutting off like just toxic things in general, like it's that type of thing. So I'm working on trying to be healthier. I've been meditating also, which is really nice. One of my managers at work has actually like introduced me to meditating, and I was like, I actually like this, because he had me download an app. It's called Headspace, if anyone's curious. I actually do really like it, and it has actually really helped because it's helped me with my sleep. I don't sleep very often or very well in general, and so with the Headspace, it actually really helped me, and it's has been helping me calm down, and my anxiety and stuff like that has been a little bit calmer. And then a couple things happened, and then had a setback. But yeah, anyway, that is my whole thing. I did do my sidebar. I used that 5mm washi as well on the sidebar. I wanted to do something a little different with it. I just haven't quite fully come out to what I want to do with it. So I did do my habit trackers. I'm going to change up my habit trackers. One of them is going to be for meditation. Not entirely sure what the other one's going to be yet. And then I did put down a little box there, which I am going to use a box or a half box or anything like that in my sidebar every week, and I'm going to do something, like write down something good that's happening that week. That's essentially what it's going to be. So I didn't fill out my sidebar. I just kind of left it because I didn't know exactly what I was doing for it. So I just kind of left it blank. Okay, moving on to my actual plans on Monday. So obviously Monday was New Year's Eve, so I did take a New Year's Eve holiday sticker from Rose Colored Days and then a fancy label from the kit and put that down. And then I took a little washing machine from Whimsical Cat Studio, I believe that's where that's from, to mark a laundry day. I took a cleaning girl from Van Sticky and cut off the feet on it because it's a little long and I wanted to make it a little bit smaller, so I cut off the feet on that, and I use that for cleaning my bedroom because y'all know me, I'm a very messy person, and I have to clean my bedroom quite frequently, actually. Like, it's kind of insane how frequently I have to clean my bedroom. I'm a very messy person. Honestly, it's mainly just clothes, especially when I do laundry. I don't want to fold my laundry, so it's just a bunch of clothes everywhere, honestly, half the time. And then underneath that, I put down a munchkin with like a planner and like with its desk to mark that I had to plan out spreads. I did go back and start planning out my Christmas spreads. I still have not finished them yet, which is really bad, and I really need to. I'm probably gonna hopefully do that soon-ish. Because I also need to do the planner flip through video for that too. Also, planner flip through videos will be coming, just so you guys know, if anyone was curious. But yeah, so I had to go out and plan out spreads, and then I also had to plan out my spreads for like which kit I was using for like the new year and for February and stuff like that, because I have been trying not to buy stickers, and if I already had a kit that I was going to use, I wanted to use it. So yeah, moving down to the bottom. So for New Year's Eve, I actually had zero plans. I ended up being off on New Year's Eve because it was a Monday, and Mondays are my normal days off. So Lauren, who's my sister, actually invited me to go to one of her friends' house. So I put down a quarter box and an emoji with some champagne to mark a party at Matt's house. We did drink a little bit of wine. Didn't really like it. I hate wine. But yeah, we partied a little bit at Matt's house, and then we did watch Ant-Man. It was a really chill party, honestly. And then we did watch Ant-Man, which was my first time ever watching that movie, and it was good. I liked it. And then underneath that, I marked that I got drunk texted with an emoji with a phone. Okay, so emoji with a phone. So I got drunk texted about 10 minutes before New Year's, before midnight, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I screenshotted the message and I sent it to my best friend, and I was like, look, I just got messaged. And I was like, did I, like, he's got to be drunk, there's no way. So I fished a little bit and was like, so how's your New Year's? And he was like, yeah, I'm pretty, like, it was lit, he said. But he was like, I'm pretty drunk. And I was like, yeah, I figured since you just drunk messaged me. So yeah, I got drunk messaged on New Year's. It was very entertaining. I then used a gold glitter fancy label to mark the countdown to 2019, and I also used an emoji blowing like a little horn with the champagne and a little party hat on it as well, just to mark countdown to 2019, because I was so ready for 2018 to be over. But yeah, so my New Year's was interesting. Didn't really like do very much. It wasn't like a crazy party thing. I actually had the option to go out and party and dance, and I decided not to. So yeah. Moving on to Tuesday, I put down my work label, and then I put down a quarter box and then a Happy New Year holiday sticker that is, again, from Rose Colored Days. Rose Colored Days. Yeah, that's right. I was like, wait, is that the wrong thing? I then took a like positive pastel-haired girl from Fox and Cactus to mark that it's finally a new year. Like I said, I'm really excited for the new year. I had a lot of positivity going into this year. I still do, even though I had that setback. I'm just, like I said, just focusing on myself now, which is probably the most important thing. And I am realizing that I need people around me who support me, who don't bring the negativity in my life and stuff like that. So that's essentially what we're working on. So yeah, and then I took a hockey emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that I watched the Winter Classic, which is a tradition for us on New Year's Day. So usually on New Year's Day we will watch the Winter Classic, and then my dad will make like a bunch of snacks. So we've always had this tradition where we literally just make a bunch of snacks, and they're really good. Like we make like bean dip, we have onion dip and chips, like a fruit platter, a vegetable platter, Swedish meatballs. We make like, we call them mini weenies. They're little mini like hot dogs wrapped in bacon with brown sugar. Oh, they're so good. But we make all these snacks, and it's like a tradition for us, and then we watch the Winter Classic and stuff like that. I unfortunately had to work, so I only got a little bit of it, but it was still good. So I used a I love food emoji to mark eating all of the snacks, and then I took a glam planner lolly and pop to mark that I wanted to plan out outfits, because the next day I was going to LA with Danielle, and we were going to take a bunch of photos, so I wanted to plan out a bunch of outfits for that. Underneath that, I took a gold foil car icon from Scribble Co. to mark that I needed to clean out my car because I was the one who was driving to LA. And then, last but not least, I took a munchkin to mark that I was feeling positive, which is good because whenever I'm feeling positive or upbeat or excited, it's always a good thing. Honestly, it's rare at the moment for me to be like that, and I'm working on being like that more often, but it's rare for me, so I like to mark it when I am feeling positive, because when I'm feeling positive, it means I'm having zero anxiety, zero problems, I'm not in my head, I'm just kind of in the moment, and it doesn't happen very often, if I'm being honest. So that is something that I'm also working on trying to happen and be more positive and stuff like that. So yeah, moving on to Wednesday. So the first thing I took was a munchkin with a little UGG with a coffee cup. To mark that I had to wake up early. I don't know how early I had to wake up. I think I had to get to Danielle's house at 10. So I think doing my hair and stuff like that, I think I got up at like 8, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I honestly don't remember. Because I have to drive, it takes me about an hour to get to her house. Yeah, I would say about that. Yeah, she lives far away from me if anyone's curious. But anyway, we had to wake up early. And then I took a car emoji to mark that I had to pick up Danielle, because like I said, I was the one who was driving. And then I took one of the squared off, like, small boxes and a fangirling munchkin to mark LA walls. So what we do is we actually go to LA and we go to a bunch of different walls and we take pictures in front of them. We both really like it and it creates really cool pictures just because it looks like a really colorful background and stuff. So we did that. We needed this day because she was having some problems. Also, my camera cut me off because I think it ran out of memory or something like that. I don't know. But she was having some problems with like her boyfriend, and she needed the day and I needed the day, so it was just a fun day. We did get also coffee because both of us are not morning people at all. We work until like midnight half the time, so I put down a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup to mark Starbucks run. I then took a munchkin with a camera to mark taking all of the photos. We literally took so many photos and it was great. And they all came out so cute, if I'm being honest. We also went to this place that was called Party With, which is the next thing that I mark underneath all the photos. We went to that place and I've never been there before, but I found it on Instagram and it's like a pop-up shop, kind of like the Museum of Ice Cream, but it wasn't as popular, but it had some pretty cool rooms and we were able to get some pretty cool photos also. If you ever are curious, look up _partywith on Instagram and that will bring it up. But to mark Party With, I used a fancy label and then a like Instagram kind of girl from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then I went to Pizza Press afterward to get dinner, so I used a pizza emoji for that. And then last but not least, I used an upload computer from Whimsical Cat Studio to mark that I needed to upload all the photos to the computer, and then I had to send them all to Danielle, which there was a ton of photos. Like, it was kind of ridiculous how many photos there were, but it was still good. Okay, so that is it for Wednesday. Flipping over to Thursday and through Friday, actually, I put down my work schedule. What is a work schedule? My work schedule for all of them. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because my normal days off are Monday, Wednesday. I did eventually flip the black one and the gray one because I had a bill due on Friday that was gray. So I was like, I want to switch these. So there's that. I then took a piece of that full box that I put on the sidebar down the bottom that I had cut up, and I cut that even more to use that as washi because the mini kits in the Scribble Co. kits don't actually come with pre-cut washi. So like if you look at this, the full box that I'm cutting right now is the extra full box, and then there was another one that I had used for washi earlier. So both of them are full boxes, so I did have to cut that up. And then I used a payday sticker from, I want to say it's Simply Watercolor Co. I honestly don't remember where that one's from. I'm sorry. And then I put down a foiled camera and a foil edit sticker from Magic Prints Co. And then I used another one of the pattern fancy labels and some balloons from Scribble Prints Co. And then a munchkin that says happy birthday to mark my mom's birthday, because my mom's birthday was on the 3rd, which kind of sucks for birthday presents, if I'm being honest. It's kind of hard to do, but yeah, it was my mom's birthday, so there's that. We didn't really do anything. We ended up going to dinner eventually. I think we went to dinner the Monday after, but I worked on Thursday and she worked on Thursday and stuff like that. So yeah, moving down to the bottom, I used a mini icon from the kit to mark that I needed to get gas, and I was trying to kind of consider like the labels and stuff like that, because I use a lot more labels than I normally do in this. I try to use as much of the kit as possible just because that's kind of my thing, and I also want to like I'm trying to spend more time on my spreads, if that makes sense, just because I didn't really spend much time on my writing in the past spreads, and I didn't like it, so I'm trying to spend more time on my spreads and try to make them as neat and, like, pretty as possible. So, yeah, if anyone's curious. I then I actually wrote in Bobotopia first, and I really didn't like the way I wrote it, so I took it off. Like, I didn't like it at all. It was crooked, too. So I took off the little boba drink from Once More with Love. I don't know why I almost said Magic Prince Co. From Once More with Love. I then whited out the writing because you can see it through the appointment label. And then I put down that pink appointment label to mark Bobotopia, which is a boba place that's over by work, which is actually really good. But yeah, I really, 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 really hated my writing on it. So that was why I replaced it. I actually haven't been there in a little bit, and I kind of want it now. And now I'm craving boba. Anyway, that's beside the point. I then put down a trash can icon from Scribble Prince Co. to mark that I took out the trash, because you gotta do that. You gotta take out the trash because you accumulate trash every now and then, and it's never a good thing. So, yeah. I then took a glitter quarter box and then a munchkin from Once More with Love that did have I had a little quote bubble on it, but I cut it off. And I used that to mark that I have mixed emotions, which is not surprising at all. I have all of the mixed emotions. I think at this point it was one of those things where, like, things got back to normal, but I wasn't ready for, like, things to go back to normal, if that makes any sense. It's complicated, but it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, do I let these people back in my life or do I not? So, yeah, it was complicated, but we had mixed emotions. So here's me switching the two work labels, and then I took a bill due from I took a bill due from Scribble Prince Co. that was not in the kit because her mini kits don't have bill dues anymore, and I put that down to mark a bill due. And then I took the foiled icon, or foiled, like, credit card icon from Scribble Prince Co. All the foiled icons are from Scribble Prince Co. Just gonna put that out there now. To mark that I needed to transfer some money. This one's just from a different kit, or a different icon sheet, if anyone's curious. It's just not the whole foiled ones. And then I took a little emoji with a nail polish to mark that I needed to paint my nails, or that I wanted to paint my nails. So this color that's on my nails right now, in the bottle, it's like a pearl iridescent, but when you put it on your nails, it looks gold. And I was like, why does this look gold? I'm kind of upset, but then it matched this kit, so I was like, okay, fine. But I was expecting it to be, like, more pinky-ish, and when it wasn't, I was really sad. So yeah, anyway, that has nothing to do with this, but this spread is from, like, 3 weeks ago. That has nothing to do with it. But anyway, moving down, I took a Celeste from Scribble Prince Co. on her computer to mark that I restarted Gossip Girl. I am obsessed with Gossip Girl. I always have been. It's one of my favorite shows, and I like to rewatch it. So I actually finished Friends. Friends is another one of my favorite shows, and I like to rewatch them as background noise, if that makes sense. I've already seen the whole entire series, so when I do rewatch them, it's not actually me paying attention to it. It's just so I have some kind of noise, because I cannot handle silence. I can't for the life of me. Like, it bothers me. So I put down the little Celeste. I then took a cramming, there's supposed to be, like, last minute cramming for schoolwork munchkins, but I took that one to mark that I did so much work. I literally did so much work that day, and it was insane. So I then used a munchkin, or not a munchkin, an emoji in, like, bed to mark that I was in some pain, because being a girl sucks. Being a girl legit sucks. And I don't have any, this is gonna be TMI, and I really don't care, I don't have any period, like, emoji or character stickers, so I was like, okay, we're gonna use this one. So I used the one that's, like, crying in bed with some chocolate in its hand, because I figured that was very fitting. But yeah, being a girl completely sucks every now and then. It's literally the worst. Okay, moving on to Saturday. That was very weird. I don't know why. We put down the work label, and then I took a, what's it called? A munchkin with, like, the eyes completely open. I believe it's an insomnia munchkin, to mark that I was so tired. I don't sleep very often, for those of you who do not know, and then the night before, I was just in so much pain. Like, I woke up, I think in the middle of the night, and was in so much pain from being a girl. So, I marked that I was so tired. And then we had crazy thunderstorms. We had, like, we had a thing of thunderstorms now, and then we had another set of them, like, a week or so later, and I was like, why are we getting so much rain? Like, it's good, because we need it, but, like, Southern California doesn't get rain, and when it rains, people don't know how to drive, and it's ridiculous. So I used a munchkin to mark thunderstorms, and then I took a Glam Planner, Lolly, and Pop to mark a Netflix binge. And then moving down, I took a half box from the kits and a Celeste with like 2 little ornaments in her hand from Scribble Co. to mark that I had to take down the Christmas decorations, which was really sad, but we had to go back and put them in storage. And it's always the weekend after New Year's that we take them down. So took down all the Christmas decorations, and then I took a face palming munchkin to mark that it was a slow day at work. I didn't really know what else to use to mark it, but slow days at work are never fun because you're literally just like, all right, what do I do? Like, I'm bored. Like, I need something to do. So,
it's 5:30.
And sorry, my computer just said it's 5:30. It's 5:30 now. And some of you are probably like, well, it's slow day at work. That's a good thing. And I was like, it is a good thing, but like, you get so bored. And I'm like, I need something to do. So, yeah, it was a slow day at work. And then I used a little emoji, like dancing in a puddle to mark that I got completely soaked. And do you see how my writing went crooked? I'm really sad that it went crooked, but we got completely soaked because of the rain. And I'm pretty positive at this point I had a hole in my work shoes and I needed to buy new ones. So my feet got soaked too, which is also never fun. But yeah, anyway. Moving on to Sunday, we have the work label already down, and then I took a half box half box and a honey from Glam Planner to mark that I had one more Christmas present to open. My dad actually bought me one more Christmas present that wasn't arriving by Christmas, but it was arriving after, and he bought me a drone. And I was like, wait, you bought me a freaking drone? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, what? I was so excited because I was like, what is this? He just bought me a drone. Like, that's insane. So yeah, I then used a munchkin with like a controller. It looks like it's supposed to be a video gaming controller, but it also looks like it could have been for the drone. So I used that to mark that I played with the new drone. And then moving down, I used a coffee cup from the Scribble Co. Icon sheet to mark that I had a Starbucks run. And then I took a quarter box and a little emoji with a Valentine's Day heart box to mark that we created a Valentine's Day door. We have a door at work that we are allowed to decorate, and we have like our coworkers and cast members and stuff like that interact with it, and they really like it. So we took down the Christmas door and created a Valentine's Day door. And then I used another icon to mark that I edited some photos, and then a little emoji on the laptop to mark some late night Netflix, because late night Netflix is always fun, and because half the time I can't sleep, so that is what I do. So yeah, that is everything for my week. I think that's everything. I am hopefully, like I said, going to be uploading more videos. I'm going to also do a little wiggle and everything for you guys and flip through the kit of what I have left. But like I said, more videos will be coming. I know I keep saying that, but I'm working on it, and planning is one thing I've always loved to do, and it was always something that was like for me. So I want to get back into it and get back into loving it and everything. So we're working on it. We will get there eventually, and more videos are coming. I have a planner flip through coming. There should be a haul coming. And obviously the plan with me's, because I need to catch up on these plan with me's now in order to get up to like the week that we are on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and leave me any kind of comments down below if you would like. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys!